Hey everybody, okay, so today I'm back with a real quick rant video. A bunch of foolishness has happened over the course of the past couple of weeks, and I cannot deal with the foolishness. I'm not a controversial. I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like a bunch of mess in my life, a bunch of negativity, a bunch of drama. I don't. So I'm not gonna start it. And for some reason, this past week has just been what is really going on. First, we'll start off with the personal issues I was having. I mean, I'm still not going to go into detail about it because, of course, it's personal business. But I put it out here like this. No, it's not resolved. I don't know if it will or ever will be resolved. So it's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't make a person do something that they don't want to do. So, okay, I can't force it. So I'm not going to give it life. I'm not going to give it too much attention. That's how you make yourself sick. Sick meaning depression or all that stuff. Especially with me being post-baby. Hold on, let me go get him. It seems as if whenever I start talking or trying to go to make a video, this one wakes up. Hello? Yes, man. He's starting to get his color too. He was a little pink. Alright. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I can't make people do what they don't want to do. So, you know. Okay. Next thing. Okay. I had a court date for a traffic ticket from 2 years ago for not having my license plate on the car, on the front of my car. And Big Omar was supposed to have it done a long time ago. Never got done. Whatever, I got the ticket. And I thought it was a fix-it ticket. No, he actually gave me something different. It wasn't a fix-it ticket. Apparently, those were two separate things. Long story short, I went to traffic court. And when I went to Georgia for Christmas break, December 28th was the actual court date, so I missed it. And so I didn't appear, whatnot. So as soon as I got back, I went to court and got a new court date. I went to traffic court, whatever, and got a new court date. So I went, and I go in there, and it's like, first of all, they running an hour behind. So I didn't get seen until like 10:45. My appointment was at 9:30. And it's a group of us in the room, like maybe 30 to 40 people. We walk in, and then they play this 10-minute recording in English and in Spanish. If you guys don't know, I live in Southern California, and everything is bilingual right here. They make adjustments for Hispanic-speaking people specifically, so which is fine, whatever. But only on the east side of Long Beach. Have that. It was Long Beach traffic court, and let me tell you. Let me just put this out here. There is no place in the world like the east side of Long Beach. Not Long Beach City, the east side of Long Beach. I'm just going to say that. I lived in Germany. I lived in Texas. I lived in Georgia. I lived in Mississippi. I lived in SoCal, California. And there's no place like the east side of Long Beach. Anywho, getting back to the traffic court thing. So I'm in there. And then while we're waiting, this lady who's in a wheelchair, I don't even know why she got a traffic ticket, because I heard her talk. She was an older lady, so she was talking about how you going to give me a ticket? I'm in a wheelchair because I can get across the street fast enough. That was hilarious. Oh my God, that lady was just going off. And then she had a seizure. I don't know. It was probably her husband or her boyfriend was saying it's probably because we've been here so long, she hasn't had her medicine. We just took, she didn't take her medicine, so they didn't anticipate being there as long as they were. But apparently they were there for a good 3 or 4 hours. And that's what happened. She ended up having a seizure. So hopefully she's okay. But before she was cracking everybody up before she had her episode. But okay, so that happened. And then there's this guy in front of me, and no shade to my gaze, but this young man had on some jeggings, some pointed toe boots. His face was just peeled back like Botox galore, and I'm like, he had lashes. I'm like, sir, where are you going? Sir. He was like, good luck. And I'm like, thank you. So I walk up there when it's my turn. So the deputy's telling me what exactly I had, and he was saying that you got not having a license, front license plate on, got an extension, um, failure to appear, which can turn into a felony misdemeanor. I don't want that on my record, so I went in, did what I had to do, and I still had to pay $820. And I'm like, man, I had plans for my little $800, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay the ticket. And it messed me up because I didn't think I was going to have to pay the full $800. I really thought she was going to reduce it, but whatever. And let's just say that environment, I hate the whole environment, the whole energy of a court building is just horrible. It's just like, I really don't want to be here ever again for anything in life. This is the first and last traffic ticket I will get. Okay, no more. This is it. And so I was over that. So I was late picking up my son because they were running late, and I had to drive an hour back to Rancho because I stay in the IE, and I had to pick up my other two kids from Graham's house. This thing sleep. He getting on my nerves. He just heard me talking. Hold on. I had to pick up my other two kids from I'm a big boy. Okay, so I had to pick up my other two kids from Graham's house. So I'm running late. And I was on the corner of MLK and PCH by the VIP studio, VIP place. You guys know Snoop Dogg video where he's standing on top of that record label, that record store. That's where I was at that corner. And I was doing the most, trying to beat the light. Because, of course, out here on the east side of Long Beach, you got to get it when you can because people drive real reckless out here. But it's another story. So I hit the curb, and my back tire got a flat. And it was like, wow, really? So I drove into the shopping center where the VIP was, and it was like right there. The first parking spot was available, so I just drove in there. Called AAA. Guy came out. He was quick. He was in there within the next 10 minutes. And he changed my flat tire. He was really nice about it. It was really hot. He ended up giving me a bottle of water. He was like, you need this. I was like, thank you. Because he started crying. I had to get out and breastfeed him. So I'm like nursing him, like, is everything okay with my tire? And it was just a lot going on. And I really think that was just a sign, though, because God moved me out the way, because I could have easily been on the freeway on this hour-long drive. My tire could have blown out 1 o'clock in the afternoon, where it's like rush hour traffic is just not starting. It's crazy traffic in California. It's just ridiculous. And I'm glad I got that fixed, because I've been having problems with that back tire. I kept having to put air in it every so often, so I probably need a new tire, or probably just needs to be repaired. But I'm glad that happened right there on the street, and in the in that shopping center, versus me being on the freeway. Because I had all three of my kids in the front, even him, Isaiah and Elijah. And I was on my way to pick up my 6-year-old from school. But I called the school, told him I was going to be late, so he's fine. So when we picked him up, he was okay. Big Omar ended up picking him up because I called him, told him I was going on. He was like, okay, I'll just leave the office and I go. So he went and picked him up for me. And then it was just a lot going on. What else? Something else happened. I don't know, but this whole series of events, it's just been going on. I had problems with family. It's just a lot going on. And then I have not been wanting to record. I've just been like, okay, I can sit back and relax and focus on what I have to wrap my mind about around what's going on. And real quick, I want to throw this in here. Postpartum depression. A lot of women, well, I don't even know the percentages of it, because I never really personally suffered from postpartum depression myself. I've never been prone to depression. It's just, for me, when I get sad or upset, I get out and do something. Like, I'll go out into the mall and go walk around, window shop, or I might go get me something to eat, like go to a nice restaurant, or go to one of my favorite restaurants and indulge myself, just to get out the house. Because once I do that and I come back, I clear my mind, I have that energy and that time and energy to myself, I can focus on my kids. And I don't know what it is for some women, If it's just like, I don't want to get out of bed, I just want to move, I feel fat, I don't feel such and such. I don't know what the reasoning is, but my suggestion is to get up and get out of the house. That's what I always do. Even if I just stand out in the front yard and water the grass, it's just that peace of mind and that quiet to me, for me, that gives me like, okay, snap back in it. You got to get back on your job because stuff needs to get done just because these events are happening to you. And it's not to discount clinical depression, because if you do feel like you're being depressed, you definitely need to consult your physician or whoever you see. If you do have a psychologist, consult them and talk about what's going on, because you don't want to transfer all that negative energy or all that mess onto your children, because you could become abusive, emotionally abusive to your kids, physically abusive, mentally abusive, and you're not even knowing that you're doing it. An example of that, not an example, because like I said, I never really had that problems, but if you do find yourself getting really frustrated, especially with newborns, I know newborns can be a mess because sometimes they cry just to cry. They're not hungry, they're not dry, they're not wet. They just want to be. They don't want to be picked up. They just want to cry. And if you're picking them up, walking around the house, the baby's still screaming, and you feel like you're just like, oh, I just want to just lose my mind right now. Just put the baby down in the place where he can't hurt himself. Step outside for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. As long as he's crying, he's okay. Okay. As long as you can hear him crying, he's fine. You don't want to get in a situation where you shake your baby. You just don't want to harm him. Okay. And sometimes you just got to take a break, step outside, gather yourself, take a deep breath, pray, meditate, whatever you got to do, and then go back in and get back on your job, because it's really challenging, especially if you don't have any help. Now, me, yeah, their dad helps, but not like how I help. He'll come in and just look at them a little bit, and it's like the brunt of the duties are on me. A lot of that is because I stay home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it just falls on me. So sometimes it can get overwhelming, especially when there's so many people in my household and I'm constant. I feel like one of my things is I hate picking up after people. It's like, you were old enough to know better that goes in the trash, that goes in the toy box. Don't be drawing on my wall. Why are you doing that? Stay out my refrigerator. It's like these constant things. And they're children. I have to remember they're children, they're children, they're children. But still, it's frustrating, because I'm only one person with 2 hands, and I can't. And I'm constantly cleaning and cooking after 6 people, including myself, 6 people. So I would just say, make sure you take time out for yourself to just self-reflect, self-meditate, pray. It helps. It helps. And do something for you. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to buy stuff just to make yourself feel better. It could be something as simple as painting your nails. I'm so serious. Just take time out for yourself to just gather your thoughts, focus on you. You a co-host right now? You hear him? Him a fat man. All right. But yeah, I've been rambling a long time. Let me go ahead and go. Let me go lay him down. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. I'm sorry. They keep hurting each other. I gotta go. Bye.